I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. This is intercepted. Tyjay Williams with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help that draw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Breeze, and he's going to go down again. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Now Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, every ball and convert.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Buying time to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Von Bell. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. 2
runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Steps away to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't.
And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
95-56, 95-56.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze dancing to his left. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with his second. Stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. On first down, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's it, baby.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Bullet high. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big... Over there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to